Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back for another Pokemon ranked Wi-Fi battles, Pokemon Sword and Shield ranked Wi-Fi battles here on the channel. So the reason I'm bringing this to you today, instead of waiting for my proper setup to be ready, because this is actually hang on, these are actually the wrong way around. All right, there we go. So this mic doesn't actually work. I'm not sure why. I'm not gonna bother with it. I've ordered a USB mic and it will actually be arriving tomorrow. But the reason I'm doing this today is that there's actually this team that I want to use that will be put out of commission once the bans kick in. Which is a real shame, by the way, because I think like Whimsicott's getting banned, isn't it? And like Togekiss and I mean it makes sense. I actually don't hate the bans at all. It'll make the game a lot more interesting. But a part of me is a little like, oh, that's such a shame. Some of the Pokemon, like Dragapult, being out. But anyways, so this is a team that I have here. I've had it here for a little bit. Like, I've had it here for like 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't really had the chance to use it because I've been in the process of moving. So I've moved. This is my new setup. A bit preliminary still putting everything together, but it'll work in time, right? It'll work in time. So, without further ado, I don't have too much time today, unfortunately, to do all the recording stuff I would like to do. So let's just get straight up into it. So first off, we have a Lapras. This is the Pokemon that this team actually first revolved around. It is a Gmax Lapras. Wait, no, items are missing. Items are missing. Let's do that. Let's be smart about this. This goes here. This goes there. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay, so this team, by the way, this team will work still after the nerfs or after the bans, but it'll work a little worse. And I'll talk more about the bans as they happen, but the ban or like throughout the video, but the bans are really, really good. Honestly, I'm really, really excited about the future of this game once the bans actually kick in. So next month is going to be amazing for this game. Anyways, Lapras. So we have here this Assault Vest Lapras, Gmax Lapras, with Water Absorb, max HP, max defense. It is not Shell Armor, you'll see why in a second. Max HP, max defense though, with Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Ice Shard, and Thunderbolt. Ice Beam and Ice Shard, because this is max HP, max defense Lapras, I lose nothing in giving it Ice Shard because Lapras' special attack and physical attack are actually the exact same, so that's good. It's very, very interesting. You'll see again how all this is supposed to come together in a second. Then we have here Coalossal with the weakness policy of pretty standard set, max HP, max. It's not max speed, right. I remember this was a really weird set. It has just enough speed where it outspeeds Timid Venusaur in the sun. Just enough speed where it outspeeds Timid Venusaur in the sun. After the steam engine, of course. So, yeah, HP and goes into the rest of the max special attack. It's good enough, you know? And then, again, pretty standard set. Solar Beam, Heat Wave, Protect, and Meteor Beam. The fact that they gave this thing a stronger special rock-type move is amazing. Pretty standard Coalossal set. Now here is where this team becomes interesting. Alcremie, right? You guys did. I don't know if I don't think I was recording, but way back when I first started playing this game, I got destroyed by a Lapras Alcremie team because Gmax Resonance, of course, like puts up the shields, right? So if basically the way this works is either you bring Coalossal or you bring Lapras, and then with Lapras you bring Alcremie. So with the Babiri Berry, max HP, max defense again, because this thing's special defense is actually quite nice. That way it just takes a hit. The Babiri Berry makes it so that the only thing it's really going to be taking super effective damage from is likely to be Steel, kind of like Togekiss, so it just works well with that. And then Aroma Veil is actually really good because it prevents your team from taunt. Really cool effect, actually. And then Decorate, which is amazing, right? So raises attack and special attack of target by 2 stages. So use this on Lapras and God, you've got a +2/+2 Lapras with Ice Shard in an Aurora Veil, right? It's dope. Then you have, Decorate, Dazzling Gleam, just for stab, hits both, why not? Protect and Helping Hand. Quite a powerful Alcremie set, in my opinion. And then if you're not bringing Lapras Alcremie, you can bring Coalossal Dragapult with the Light Clay. This is why I wanted to record this today. Let me actually make myself a little smaller here. There we go. So this is why I wanted to record this today, because this Dragapult makes this team really, really good. I actually have a replacement, which I'll go over in a second. I'll probably bring this team after the bans kick in, because this team is still going to be mostly viable. But for right now, we have Dragapult with the Light Clay, Cursed Body, max HP, max speed, with Dragon Darts, Light Screen, Reflect, and Surf. So this is the Wolfie Glick set. I won't claim that I came up with this. This is his set, but it's a really cool set and one I've been meaning to use for a while. So that's that. Then we have a Rillaboom, just because typing-wise it works really well with this team. Muscle Band, because that extra 10% damage is really nice. Oh, you know, no matter what. I thought about giving it Expert Belt, but like Muscle Band does similar things and it doesn't work consistently. Max HP, max attack with the Grassy Surge, very standard Rillaboom. Knock off Grassy Slide, U-turn Fake Out for that Fake Out pressure. And then lastly, we have a Corviknight. Again, just to round out our typings. Leftovers, max HP, max special defense, Corviknight. This is actually the one we used in our restricted sparring flying type challenge. Mirror Armor, all that good stuff. Drill Peck, Iron Head, Bulk Up, and Roost. So that's the team we're going to be bringing today. But here's what I'm planning to replace these guys with. So these are very support, like this is a support Rillaboom, even though it hits really hard, and this is a support Dragapult. Now, Weavile won't do the Dragapult's job as well, but once Dragapult is gone, Weavile will be the fastest Pokemon around. So Weavile will be able to take up the Fake Out pressure stuff, and it has Taunt, it has Ice Shard because why not, and it does get Surf. So with its Surf, it's actually going to be doing less damage to Coalossal, and the reason you want Surf really badly on this team is because that's why you have Water Absorb Lapras. So Lapras will just not die if you, like, you can always bring this thing. If you're using either strategy, you can always bring this Pokemon if you decide it's good. And then I'm still not sure about Amoonguss, but I'm going to try it out. I do like the bulk that it brings. Oh, this is a weird Amoonguss set. I might want to remake this Amoonguss. This is the one we all got, right? This is the one that some Korean guy did really well in competitive with. We all got this guy. I might want to remake it because I don't really like its spread. Personally, I like to focus the IVs, but if he did really well with it, I'll give it a shot and see what I think. Clear, Smoke, Spore, Protect, Rage Powder, but this will all be in a future video. No, not for today. All in a future video. All right, so like I said, today we are going to do the thing. Now here, haha, new setup. I actually get to move myself to the other corner for the battles without having to do it in post-editing, so that's dope. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So I hope my Wi-Fi holds out. It should. I hope everything works out just fine. This is my first time trying to record Pokemon Sword and Shield in this new setup. I'm loving this setup, by the way, so far. Let me just, everything is recording. I get to check that everything's recording without clicking back and forward between the screens. It's awesome. So, all right, let's kick it off. Let's go into Ranked. I am still in Great Ball Tier. You can see I've played one game exactly. I have not had the time this month at all to play this game, so... Oh well, sadly we don't get to try this team with the Dragapult in Master Rank. There's no way in hell. I might record a second battle with it. Might. Very, very might. The chances are I won't. However, this is a really, really powerful team, and it's actually kind of hard to lose with it. Very meta team as well right now, but now that I say that, we're going to lose like 3 games in a row, right? Let's go with the muster music. I like the muster music. And I can actually hear the music now because I have headsets on instead of relying on TV audio that could maybe get caught by my laptop over here on the side. So, okay, I have to shrink this, I see. All right, so our opponent is bringing... our opponent is bringing a very, very... Okay, this team is no longer going to exist soon because of the Torkoal right here. Torkoal is going to get banned very soon. But he is bringing Venusaur, Rhyperior, God, okay, Charizard, Gastrodon, Torkoal, and Incineroar. So, 3 fire types is the first thing I notice, and a grass type. And that Rhyperior. So I definitely feel like I want to bring the Lapras. Now, if I do bring the Lapras, I've got to be really careful that I don't just get put to sleep right off the bat with that Venusaur. If he leads like Torkoal Venusaur, I haven't played Pokemon in a really long time, so you'll have to bear with me a bit here. But I could also totally bring Coalossal here. And then if I actually, yeah, I think I'm going to actually bring Coalossal, Dragapult. Now I'm thinking, do I want to bring the Rillaboom? Probably not, right? There's too many fire types. For the same reason, I can't really bring Corviknight. So that only really leaves these guys. I think if I lead Coalossal Dragapult, though, like whatever happens here, if he leads Venusaur, I'm in a lot of trouble. If he leads Venusaur Torkoal, I think I'm always in a lot of trouble, but I'm just going to hope he doesn't do that. I haven't played this game in way too long to actually know what I'm doing still, so bear with me. This is very much a reintroduction video into VGC. And again, I'm only recording this now and not next week because the nerfs are about to happen, or the bans rather are about to happen. And I did want to try out this team on the channel using the Dragapult. So It's going to be interesting. He does lead Torkoal Venusaur. I'm in so much trouble right off the bat. Okay, so how do I actually want to do this? Because the problem here is that he naturally outspeeds my Coalossal. I would need to get a Surf off on my Coalossal first to be able to outspeed the Venusaur. And likely he has Earth Power on that Venusaur, right? This is all what I'm thinking right now. So I could go out to Lapras. There's no way in hell he's going for a Grass-type move on that slot. I think I have to go out to Lapras here, actually. And then with Dragapult, I'm just terrified that this thing's about to go for a Sleep Powder as well. That's also a possibility. I'm just going to go for the Light Screen. I think if a Sleep Powder does come out into the Coalossal slot and my Lapras gets put to sleep, it's not great, but like whatever. I think he withdrew Torkoal. Interesting. Into Rhyperior. Very interesting. Okay. Now this is a lot worse now if Lapras does get put to sleep. Okay, he's Dynamaxing, so he's not putting anything to sleep. I'm assuming he's just gonna go for the Earth, like for the Max Quake onto Lapras here. If he does, I'm actually going to ignore this Venusaur for a little while. Like, the fact that Torkoal swapped out is bad, because I can't just set up the Rain and have the Rain up for a couple turns now with Max Geyser. But if I can, like, yeah, Max Quake is, we are a Assault Vest. This is going to hurt because it's still a Venusaur, but it won't do that much. Yeah, okay, perfect. We can heal that back with Surf, so that's fine. Like, if we use Surf on Dragapult here, we can just heal that damage back. The Rhyperior is definitely terrifying, though. And I actually think it's more of a problem than the Venusaur. So, yeah, especially because the Light Screen, the Rhyperior is going to be more of a problem than the Venusaur. I'm thinking whether we actually even want to Surf this turn. Also, because of the Sun, actually Resonance... Geyser will always hit harder because it's a higher base power, but I think Resonance onto the Rhyperior or the Venusaur is probably the correct play. I'm actually just going to set up Reflect this turn as well. He's not going to be doing a lot of damage to us with the Venusaur no matter what because of the Light Screen. And that way we can actually get this get the Resonance set up. The problem is there, if I lead with Lapras, he can just Sleep Powder. So I think I had to make the play in that order, bait the Max Quake, swap out to Lapras. Now he can't Sleep Powder the Lapras anymore, and I can actually get the Resonance off. The reason I'm ignoring the Rhyperior is because I can't really, I don't want to trigger a weakness policy on it potentially and take way too much damage then. But between my Assault Vest and the now Light Screen, I shouldn't take too much. Okay, yeah, that's a good chunk of damage, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Then I should outspeed Rhyperior even if we are min speed nature Lapras. So then what I'm thinking now is that, so I get the Reflect up. So between Reflect and Max Resonance, I'm taking basically no damage here. And this is why this team is so good with the Dragapult. I think it's going to be substantially weaker with the Weavile. Maybe I should consider putting a Pokemon that can actually do Light Screen and Reflect instead of the Amoonguss. That could be a good idea, actually. A Grass type, though, because this team really does enjoy Grass types. Okay, just goes for Rock Slide. Yeah, Lapras doesn't take enough damage from that for it to really matter. Cursed Body actually kicks in. That's really good. Now is when things start getting interesting. Like, we didn't do a lot of damage with that Resonance, granted, which is quite unfortunate. But, like, between all the stuff we have up now, barring a crit, Lapras definitely lives another turn. I think because here we're always going to Surf, right? To try to heal our Lapras back up a bit. And then, so then we have to actually focus down the Rhyperior because the Rhyperior's weakness policy is likely to trigger here. And this is the last turn of Dynamax on the Venusaur. He might max guard with the Venusaur, but I find that a little surprising. Like, the problem now is that, I didn't think of this. Max Overgrowth is now buffed. So that puts him in a little precarious of a spot if this kills. I don't think it should. It does not kill. We live on 9. God bless you, Lapras. Holy shit, God bless you, Lapras. So here Surf does heal up our Lapras. The problem is it doesn't actually heal us a lot. And if that is weakness policy Rhyperior, like I'm afraid it will be. That didn't do a lot of damage at all to the Rhyperior. It is weakness policy. So he can't Rock Slide. He can't Rock Slide. So he might not even be going for Lapras this turn. The problem is Venusaur always kills Lapras next turn. Yeah, that did not do nearly enough damage. Okay, we're in trouble. This started out really well, but right now we're in trouble. Hammer Arm onto Lapras. Lapras dies. Yeah, okay. That's not ideal, but it's actually not the end of the world, simply because now we can actually bring Coalossal in, but now it's in the range, so Coalossal's going to take a buttload of damage. I think we've lost. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've definitely lost. I did something very wrong this game. I think maybe it was just a really bad matchup as well, but I think I did something very wrong this game. Because we can't Dynamax. The problem with bringing Coalossal and Lapras is Coalossal, when you don't Dynamax, it is completely useless. So maybe I had to bring like Rillaboom or something, but I couldn't have brought Rillaboom. Problem is Surf in the rain does so much damage to us. I don't think we can win from here. If he swaps out to Torkoal right now, we're screwed. Like, straight up. But I think we just have to go for this. Protect Surf. And then I think we've lost. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Oh, right, light screen and... Well, no, because, yeah, the screens are up, so Surf isn't actually going to do that much damage to Coalossal. But the problem is, like, Coalossal with Heat Wave is not going to do enough here. And Surf on that to the right period isn't going to do enough either. So... Interesting. Very interesting game. Like I said, I've only ever played one match with this team, so I'm still coming to terms with all the specifics of it. This whole bringing Coalossal, and if you bring Coalossal, you can't really bring, like, you can't Gmax both Coalossal and Lapras. That's a problem, right? It withdrew into Torkoal, yeah. But that's fine. That's surprisingly, actually, that's good for us. Him swapping into Torkoal there is actually good for us, because he still can't Rock Slide with Rhyperior. I'm assuming he's just going to either Hammer Orb or like High Horsepower into the Coalossal slot here. So now we actually take less damage from our own Surf. And the problem is Alcremie just doesn't... I think Alcremie was the one Pokemon we shouldn't have brought. I got greedy with bringing Alcremie. Looking at it. So High Horsepower goes in, yeah, into Coalossal. So now that we're in this spot though, the one good thing about this is that a Solar Beam onto the Rhyperior will actually kill. He could easily be baiting that, but I don't think we have a different play. And even if he does bait that, we're actually still okay, because then Heat Wave will kill the Venusaur. I think we have to go for Surf on Dragapult regardless. This is the most, like, the least damage we'll ever be able to do to our Coalossal with Surf. And we do just need the steam engine here, for sure. So the one problem about this team is it's quite telegraphed, right? Like, your opponent always knows what you're going to do from the start. It's not an uncommon set at this point, or an uncommon strategy. So it's a little hard to actually play around what your opponent does a lot of the time, because they just know what you're going to do. That's what I need to get better at. Okay, he didn't even swap out, so this just... Okay, that's a very, very dead... fucking hell. What's that thing called? Rhyperior, there we go. Torkoal might just body press us though, and that would really suck, but there's, again, nothing we can do about that. Oh, he goes for Heat Wave. Okay, Heat Wave isn't going to do much to either Pokemon here at all, so that's fine. If that's the best thing he can do for us, against us rather, then we can actually just totally ignore the Torkoal. This Dragapult, this is why Dragapult got banned. Dragapult does so many different things so well. Like, this could be an offensive Dragapult. He doesn't have any guarantees. I don't have an offensive investment yet. I haven't gone for my offensive moves. So, goes out to Venusaur. Now, this is why I definitely wanted to build this Coalossal the way I did. We outspeed this Venusaur by 1 point. Let me just check that these screens are still up. Oh, wow, yeah, we still got loads of time on the screens. Holy crap, this is the last turn of Aurora Veil, but the other screens are still up just fine. So here we don't need to go for Surfs anymore. Let's just go for... Let's go for, like, if we land the Heat Wave, which is of course an if, Venusaur does just die, right? So... Just going to go for the Torkoal. This is risky, but I think we need to be a little risky. Like, it doesn't matter if we miss regardless. So yeah, we outspeed the Venusaur. Venusaur dies. There's no inhale, it doesn't. So that's the Venusaur down. Excellent. Okay, wait, this is actually turning around quite nicely. If his last Pokemon's Charizard, we could be in trouble, because our only Rock-type move takes 2 turns to hit when we're not Dynamaxed, which is a problem, but that did a lot of damage to that Torkoal. This is why Dragapult is just such a problem. It does so much damage for no good fucking reason, right? Like, why did Dragon Darts right there do that much damage? So this should be, by the way, the last turn of Grass, which is good, but also bad. If his last Pokemon is Charizard, then Grass definitely benefited us, more so than him. Now, Alcremie does not do enough right in this position. Okay, yeah, last turn of Grass, last turn of Aurora Veil. It's a really cool team, right? I really enjoy this team. The fact that this team is actually still kicking it here. It is Charizard. Last Pokemon being Charizard, like I said, is slightly problematic. Again, I think we can establish that that Torkoal is not a threat to us. So I'm actually just going to Meteor Beam the Charizard now. Like, we will kill the Charizard. That's not a question of if. We will kill the Charizard with Meteor Beam. Well, if it connects, but we will kill it if it connects. So let's start trying to set it up. I think it's worth running Meteor Beam, even if when you're not Dynamax, it does run into this issue of taking 2 turns, or Gigantamax, whatever. That might hurt. Oh, onto Dragapult. Yeah, that is going to hurt, but it's fine. Again, I'm making the assumption that that Torkoal can't touch us, so... But yeah, anyways, the boosted damage on the rock type... Ooh, he does have Body Press. That's a problem. Live? Oh, just fine. Yeah, we're living now just fine. The boosted damage on the max... What's it even called? Max Rockfall? No, it's not Max Rockfall. Max Volcalith, when we're Gigantamax on the Coalossal. Very, very, very helpful. Very helpful. So I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it to run the 2-turn move here. Also boost your special attack, so don't miss. Yeah, look at this animation. This animation is awesome. Yeah, fucked up Charizard. Okay, that should be the end of the game. I think even if we're burned, the Dragon Darts does take out the Torkoal here. And somehow this team pulled it off, right? Somehow, some way, this team actually won this game, even though it was looking so bleak for a while. Torkoal does live, but it doesn't matter. Just straight up does not matter. Why would he Body Press on the Dragapult slot? He knows all my moves at this point, so that actually makes no sense to me. We're just going to Solar Beam because it can't miss, Dragon Darts. I mean, he's just going to forfeit, I'd imagine. Yeah, battle is cancelled. Dope. Okay, so we actually won. I did not expect that to happen. What turn? So when he swapped out the Venusaur, I think that boded really well for us. He was predicting us to go after the Venusaur with like a Heat Wave, but we couldn't. We couldn't ignore the Rhyperior. So him actually setting the Sun up for our Torkoal or our Coalossal was huge there. Interesting. Cool. Very bizarre play on my opponent's part. I think he was like convinced that we would outspeed his Venusaur or something. I don't know. That was weird. Because the rain was up, so I would have outsped the Venusaur after using Surf. But like, you know, like I know Venusaur's in the meta. I'm going to play around Venusaur when I'm building my team. Like, I don't usually make fancy sets like that, but for this team I did. I don't know if I specified, but the Alcremie as well has just enough speed. I used to have this all in a sticky note, but they were back home, and I don't have them on me anymore. But the Alcremie on this team has exactly enough speed to outspeed the Corviknight by 1 point as well, so they can get a Decorate off on the Corviknight if it comes to that. It's not worth investing to outspeed, like, it always outsped the Lapras, because Lapras is negative speed nature. But it wasn't worth investing to outspeed the Rillaboom or the... I don't know what else was... Well, yeah, the Dragapult. You were never going to outspeed the Dragapult. And I think it still naturally outspeeds the Coalossal, but I'm not sure. Probably doesn't, actually. I could check real quick. I'll check real quick, just because we're making... But, like, I'm wasting valuable time, but whatever. 88... It does. Okay, it does. That's good to know. Okay, so our opponent here is bringing a Blastoise. I'm assuming that's Gmax Blastoise. This is a really scary team. Blastoise, Clefairy, Talonflame, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Magnezone. I really like this team, though. It's terrifying, but I like it. So first thing I notice is Coalossal, again, does pretty well. Lapras doesn't do as well, because there is an electric type, and a grass type, and a fighting type there. So the problem with Coalossal is if he leads like Clefairy, Blastoise, if we lead Coalossal, Dragapult, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But I think we still have to do this. Because like if we can get it off and like take out the Talonflame, for example, before he gets off a Tailwind. But no, Gale, yeah, right. That's something to consider. Gale Wings Talonflame with Tailwind is going to be a problem. I'm thinking whether I want to do this, despite what I just said. I think I'm actually going to lead Rillaboom. No, I'm not. I'm running out of time. This is probably a mistake. I'm not going to bring the Coalossal. I'm bringing the Dragapult and the Rillaboom. The reason I want to bring Rillaboom, even though that Talonflame is like right there, is because between Grassy Slide or Grassy Glide, I don't know what it's actually called, between that move and Fake Out, it actually does surprisingly well against most of what my opponent's doing. No, god damn it, I knew I was doing something wrong. If I led with the Rillaboom, I could have faked out the Talonflame turn 1, and then he lost. Okay, he didn't even lead Talonflame. Against this opener, we would have been in such a good position. Did I run out of time? I definitely did not. I did not lead Coalossal. I most definitely did not lead Coalossal. I'm actually quite upset right now. Did we run out of time? What the fuck? I definitely clicked it. I'm mad. I'm actually mad. Okay, we're in trouble now. We're in a lot of trouble now because these are just the worst 2 possible leads. Oh, balls. Okay, what am I supposed to do? That's the dark type. That's the dark type one, right? Yeah, fighting dark. I'm just going to Resonance. I don't know what to do now. I'm going to Resonance and swap out to Alcremie. Going to try to stick to the game plan. Don't think this is going to work, though, because I was literally not bringing Coalossal because I didn't want this exact situation to happen. If we led the way I wanted to lead, like Lapras Alcremie, we would have been in a great spot because this turn I could have gone for Resonance. Like, this is going to be rough. I'm not sure Lapras even lives the turn to the Gmax. This game, I kind of feel like writing off the book, but obviously I'm not going to do that. It's just like, you know, didn't get my leads in, didn't get the Pokemon I actually wanted. Okay, he does go for Fake Out on the Lapras, though. That's good. I'm hoping that was a crit. I'm hoping he doesn't go for Close Combat. Wicked Blow. Okay, he goes for Wicked Blow onto the Coalossal slot. So good thing I swapped into Alcremie. We take still good chunk of damage there, but that's actually a-okay. We do get the Gmax. I'm surprised he would let this happen. I'm very surprised he would let this happen. So, interesting. Very interesting. We did 50% of the Rillaboom right there, which is obviously amazing. And Resonance is now up for us. Aurora Veil is now up for us. I'm very, very astounded that he would let that happen. Not going to lie. The Rillaboom is, of course, still a problem. I just wonder if my opponent will be scared enough of this Alcremie to either focus it or just straight up swap out with the thing, right? With the Urshifu. I kind of just want to take out the Rillaboom, but of course Urshifu is also a problem. I'm just going to try taking out the Rillaboom, which means I don't decorate this turn. Excuse me. I kind of want to Dazzling Gleam. I feel like Protect is probably a mistake, but I feel like he's probably shitting himself about this Alcremie. So either he's swapping out the Urshifu, or he's trying to kill the... Oh, I forgot Urshifu's ability goes through Protect. I totally forgot Urshifu's ability goes through Protect. Is he the... This has got to be Urshifu, right? It's not. I'm in a lot of trouble now. If he's doing this, he's going after Lapras. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Yeah, no, I kind of screwed myself over. I'm playing very poorly this game. Iron Head. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, it's not, because fucking Urshifu goes through Protect. I forgot. Yeah, if I'd gone for Decorate with the Alcremie this turn, we would have actually been in an amazing spot. But because I didn't, this is we're in so much trouble. Because that's going to hurt. Yeah, that hurts. We're actually in so much trouble here. If I'd just gone for Decorate, we would have been fucking in a grand position. Okay. I want to say... Oh, no, not after the healing. I was going to say, I want to say that Dazzling Gleam might kill, but after the healing, it most certainly will not. Good thing is Lapras probably doesn't die either. That was a very poor play on my part. I do want to set up the Rain. Do I even want to set up the Rain? Because we have Coalossal in the back. Yeah, and he could have a Blastoise. I don't think we bother with the Rain. I'm actually going to ignore the Rillaboom, as stupid as that sounds, because next turn we get a nice shard off on it if we live, and he won't see that coming. I'm actually just going to focus the... There were so many things I could have done last turn, and Protect was never one of them. I completely forgot that this stupid thing's ability goes through Protect. Okay, Alcremie lives, just don't flinch. I just need Alcremie not to flinch, because I don't think Resonance will, on its own, kill the Lapras. Sorry, kill the what's his face? The Urshifu, but Dazzling Gleam. Oh, okay. Focus Sash, that's fine. We got a crit on it, but I don't think that crit really mattered. Like, because Resonance just kills it no matter what. I could have arguably gone for the Lightning Storm effect thing, but I don't think it's worth it. Ice Shard should kill this Rillaboom regardless here. And I've kind of given up on getting a Decorate off on the Lapras at this point. Alcremie's really bulky though. Like, you saw how well it took that Iron Head from an Urshifu. So Alcremie's really, really bulky. I like that a lot. Knowing that we can take an Iron Head that well from an Urshifu, like, that's just nuts, right? Okay, in comes the Magnezone. I don't like that. I don't like that because here I'm just going to Ice Shard the Rillaboom. He won't see it coming, and I'm actually just going to protect. If Ice Shard doesn't kill, I'll be so upset, but like, Magnezone is obviously really good against both our Pokemon. If only I'd gone for the Decorate that turn against the thing, we would be in such a good position right now. Oh well, that's entirely my fault, or even a Dazzling Gleam, honestly, at that point. But if we protect an Ice Shard, either the Magnezone is going after Lapras, it could be Flash Cannoning the Alcremie, though. Alcremie, because who expects Ice Shard from a Lapras, right? Who expects Ice Shard from Lapras? The problem with Magnezone, though, is it's base 60 speed like Lapras. Yeah, okay, it did go after the Alcremie, that's good. It is base 60 speed like the Lapras is, so if it's not min speed, which I have no reason to believe it would be like a negative speed nature, then it will outspeed the Lapras here, but it won't outspeed the Alcremie, which is a key thing. So if Alcremie goes first, and then I just ignore, if I just ignore the, okay, this is perfect. If, oh, no. If I just ignore the Magnezone here for a second, and this is a dangerous play, right? Because this could very easily backfire. But I'm going to actually Decorate the Lapras, because if Thunderbolt actually connects with this, oh, okay, Blastoise Flash Cannons the Alcremie, but Alcremie lives that just fine. Lapras probably won't live though from the Magnezone here, except going for a Dazzling Gleam doesn't do enough, right? So I think this is always the correct play no matter what. Unfortunately, Lapras will probably just go down here to a Thunderbolt. Assault this Lapras, we might live? No, we're not living. Yeah, okay. That was not a good turn. I was thinking that Blastoise might have Flash Cannon because on a Gmax, that actually makes perfect sense. That wasn't the case though, and now honestly, I don't see us. Trying to think if there's anything I can do to win this game. I don't think there is. Like, that Blastoise obviously is going to have a Water-type move. There was nothing I could have done that turn differently though. I think I have to go out to Dragapult and start setting up screens. I think that's the only way we have to actually not just straight up lose, is if just Dragapult can by some miracle keep us going for a little longer here. And then I guess at this point, I may as well Decorate the Dragapult. Like, after the light screen, we should live one of anything from that Blastoise. So at this point, I'm just going to... Oh, no, wait, that was a mistake. Ally Switch. Magnezone gets Ally Switch. Okay, I want to try that now. I love Ally Switch, and I love Magnezone. I want to try that now. I should not have Decorated. Well, arguably, I could have... like, it's fine, but... Okay, my mind just went through, like, 20 different emotions all at once. Now I'm happy I Decorated, for sure. Even at +2... This is kind of like Venusaur, right? Blastoise should be slower than... Oof, White Herb. White Herb Blastoise, okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting shit that's going on right now. He could easily have Dark Pulse and or Ice Beam. Probably Dark Pulse, but just gotta start doing damage. Just gotta start doing damage. Do I Helping Hand? Like, he's going to outspeed the Dragapult, but the Dragapult should live one of anything. I'm just thinking, will Helping Hand do more damage? Probably, right? Because this is a +2 Dragapult, even if I have no investment. I also have no attack investment on the Alcremie, so I don't think we can win, but like, unless he goes for a second Shell Smash, he does have Ice Beam. Yeah, that's game over. He needs to take out, yeah, okay, we live one, but the problem is he outspeeds us now. And wow, that did a lot. But the problem is he outspeeds us now. He needs to not be worried about the Dragapult. Okay, is this Flash Cannon going out to Dragapult? It is. So Cursed Body on that Flash Cannon is interesting, but I don't think it matters because here... Yeah, no, there's nothing we can do. Coalossal always just goes down to a Water-type move. Presumably Water Spout, honestly. I'm just trying to think, if I protect Coalossal here, will that help at all? Coalossal should outspeed the Magnezone, so if I protect here, I can't take out the Blastoise, but like with a Heat Wave. But maybe, just maybe, if everything goes my way, I think if I do this and then next turn I Helping Hand and he misses a Hydro Pump, I'm thinking so far, like so much on the odds. Yes, Scald. Yeah, no, we're not winning. I think we're going to need like a triple protect to actually win this game. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. If we just brought Rillaboom with that fake out pressure, we would have won this. Like that did a lot of damage, right? The Dazzling Gleam actually did a really good chunk of damage right there. So I'm just going to, I have to go for the double protect here and try. I think this is going to come down to maybe a triple protect even. We do get the double protect. That's nuts. That's actually insane. I think that's the first double protect I've ever gotten in this game. Because if we can take out the Blastoise here, please just go down. Please, I'm begging you, go down. Oh my god, the Blastoise goes down. Okay, Blastoise goes down. All right. We're in this. Thunderbolt into the Coalossal slot again, because he knows Coalossal is the only way he loses. Okay. All right, woo. Okay, I think we just won. I think that double protect just won us the game. Yeah, no need to go for Helping Hand. Let's just try to do damage to both Pokemon in case we missed. Oh, he's so upset. Oh, I'd be too, dude. I'm so sorry. Japanese, or is that Japanese? Is that Korean? I think that's Japanese. Japanese name I cannot read. I'm so sorry, my dude. Or Dudet, or whatever you are at this point in time in the history of humanity. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Except I'm not. Fuck you. Double protect won us the game. Oh, okay. So this is why this team is good. Even if you play like shit, sometimes like the team is just so good, it's actually hard to lose at times. Like you need some luck, obviously, always, or you need your opponent to misplay. But the team just is very balanced, and it just works really well. So final battle for today, guys. Final battle for today. We have here it's nighttime now. Great. All right, so we are facing an Incineroar, Urshifu, Rillaboom. What is that? Corviknight. I want to call that Impidimp. It's not Impidimp. Let me get from the start, because I was kind of all over the place. Incineroar, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Corviknight. I forget what that thing is called, but that thing, the ghost fairy thing. Dark fairy thing. And then a Porygon 2. Against this team, I actually see very, very little for Lapras. I mean, again, the Urshifu's right there, right? Urshifu, Rillaboom are right there. But Lapras Alcremie, unless he leads specifically Rillaboom or Urshifu, Lapras Alcremie does a lot against this guy. We do definitely want the Rillaboom because of that Porygon 2, so the knockoff will go a long way. And then I could bring Coalossal for the fire type moves. Like, how do we beat Corviknight if Lapras goes down? Is what I'm thinking. Because he won't be able to taunt us on Alcremie if he opens with the Impidimp thing. Grimmsnarl, that's what it's called. Grimmsnarl. This was bothering me. I kind of want to go Corviknight, but I think Coalossal is actually better. He just doesn't really have an answer for Coalossal outside of that Urshifu. And I know both our main Pokemon right now are weak to Urshifu, but like, I think we have enough stuff in like fake out pressure, etc., that we can actually punch through Urshifu. Like Dazzling Gleam, for example, as well. So let's see what he does here. Let's see what he does. Just don't be Urshifu Grip and Grimmsnarl Porygon 2. Very interesting. Is that a Trace Porygon 2? Is he going to trace my Water Absorb? It's either download. Okay, it's download. Get attack. Please get attack. Special attack. That really sucks. All right. So he might not realize he can actually not taunt me. So I'm just going to do my thing. Just going to decorate the Lapras. Set up this Lapras. And the reason I'm attacking the Grimmsnarl is because Oh my god, it's a Gmax Grimmsnarl? Is it a Gmax Grimmsnarl? This would be the first Gmax Grimmsnarl I ever actually see in competitive. No, it's okay, Porygon 2. He might have, thinking about it, he might have like, he definitely has electric type moves, right? But between our Assault Vest, I mean, he is faster because he did go first. So unfortunately, our Aurora Veil won't go up first. But again, he might not realize he can't taunt our side of the field. So he might just waste his turn 1. He also is likely to set up screens. But that's why I'm not worrying about the Porygon. I want this Grimmsnarl out of the way because it's annoying. I can't really keep it from setting up screens, I guess. But like, the sooner it dies, the better. It's kind of how I'm looking at it. And I can't do damage to the Porygon right now anyways. Thunder Wave, but misses the Thunder Wave. That's huge. That's actually really, really big deal. The fact that he didn't go for Light Screen as well means that this might honestly kill. Yeah, that's going to hurt. It actually didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. But we don't have any Surf coverage for this game, for this match specifically. So that's a little unfortunate. Because it means we can't really recover our Lapras up. But still, we're +2 on this Lapras. And that did not do a lot of damage at all. How much is this going to do? Not that much, I'd imagine? Okay, respectable. Very respectable, for sure. Now, I think we actually start ignoring... I'm trying to think. So I could go for Resonance again. I could go for Geyser. Actually, let me check. He doesn't have any water types. We brought Rillaboom and we brought... Who the fuck did we bring? We brought Rillaboom and... Oh, we did bring Coalossal. I thought we hadn't. God damn it. I was kind of hoping we hadn't brought Coalossal there for a second. He doesn't have any water types. I'm still going to go for Max Geyser. It just hits a little harder, sets up the rain. The rain allows us to hit harder in turn. And then I'm just going to go for Dazzling Gleam here on the Grimmsnarl, because just take it out. He might go for the Light Screen. Yeah, he does go for the Light Screen here. That's fine, because that means our Lapras actually does not get paralyzed, which is good. Dazzling Gleam should just kill. Does just kill. Okay, that's really nice. We could be in a bit of a precarious position, because again, I don't... This whole... Why is he going for Alcremie? This whole bringing Coalossal without bringing Dragapult thing is a little unusual. I definitely feel like I should have brought Dragapult rather than Coalossal in retrospect, but just based on like if the Corviknight comes out and all I have is Dragapult and Alcremie to deal with it, I won't be able to, you know? So now that the rain is up though, like we're in such a winning position, it's ridiculous. Again, I'm just going to keep ignoring this Porygon 2. The only reason I attacked it that turn is because there was literally like Grimmsnarl was going to be dead. Urshifu comes in. Now, Urshifu is a bit of a problem. Although next turn we can just Ice Shard it. He won't see it coming. Or Fake Out it with Rillaboom, which we will bring in once one of these Pokemon go down. Presumably the Alcremie goes down this turn. I'm actually going to ignore the Urshifu. I'm actually going to ignore the Urshifu and Dazzling Gleam. Well, that's not ignoring it, but I'm going to ignore it with Lapras. And then just get this... Oh, he's just Detect. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. I'm assuming he's going to be Focus Sashed, by the way. But the thing about this, though, is that he might want to go for an Iron Head to kill off the... What's-his-face? Or this could just be... Yeah, he's trying to kill the Alcremie. So he might just go for an Iron... Ooh, I think we probably still live, even with a Babiri Berry, actually, from that range. But so be it. This is going to do a good chunk of damage right there. Yeah. All right. Respectable. Respectable. Now, I'm worried. I'm very worried about this Alcremie dying here. I can't go for Protect because Urshifu is a stupid Pokemon. I could ignore the Urshifu again and just keep Hydro Pumping the Porygon 2. I have so many options because I could also Helping Hand on with the Alcremie, right? Like, the Porygon 2 definitely has Recover as the thing, so I'm just going to actually ignore it until I can knock it off. And then I'm actually going to... No, yeah, I definitely think Alcremie goes down here, but I'm still going to Ice Beam the Urshifu, because I think that's plenty. That'll be plenty. Just going to Helping Hand, assume that the Urshifu is taking out the Alcremie here. Because Thunder, like, if I were my opponent, then I would be worried about this, Dazzling Gleam coming, and since Alcremie is faster than the Porygon 2, he needs to just Iron Head the Alcremie, exactly. So I don't think we live. Yeah, we don't live. It was close. It was definitely I don't think it was a roll, but it was like by most five. Like if we had 5 more or even 4 more health, we would have lived that. But okay, Porygon 2 does go for the Recover there. That's absolutely fine because we do just get to knock it off now because we are bringing in Rillaboom to get rid of this electric terrain. So Ice Beam doesn't actually do as much as That's the water type one. I could have gone for Thunderbolt. I didn't notice. That's the one thing I really don't like about Urshifu is you can't tell which one it is. Like, I mean, I guess you can. The flaps are forward, but this is the first time I actually see a water type one in ranked. So I just wasn't paying attention. I assumed it would be the dark type one. That's actually really unfortunate. If we'd gone for Thunderbolt there, then this turn we could actually... Well, I mean, it's fine. All things considered, it's actually fine, because we can just go for Thunderbolt here and actually knock off... We could also fake out. What's his... Like, he has absolutely nothing that can outspeed our Rillaboom next turn. So we could fake out the... I'm going to do this to avoid getting close combated on the Lapras. The one downside to this is if he goes for a Detect, which he did... Fine, fair enough, well played. That's my bad. I wish he was speaking of it just after clicking my moves. If I'd thought of that, then... Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's a problem. Did I just throw? I might have just thrown. Really hoping his last Pokemon is Lapras, though. Here we have to knock off that Porygon 2. Because otherwise, that was with Aurora Veil up. That's such a problem. I think we lose. I think we lose now. We have to knock off the Porygon 2. I don't think we ever do enough damage to it if we don't knock it off right now. But the thing is, if we don't Grassy... I don't think we can take... We're in a lot of trouble. I don't think Lapras can take a close combat. I think we're just going to try to do this. We have to. And I wanted Grassy Glide. I really want to Grassy Glide the Urshifu. If I just knocked off last turn on the Porygon 2, this turn we could Grassy Glide. Yeah, I thought he might swap out the Urshifu, which is why I didn't want to Grassy Glide onto it. So is he going to go for Incineroar? Fair enough. Not the best case scenario. I could have gone for a Hydro Pump. But I think we're actually still in a pretty reasonable position. We do outspeed, yeah. So that's the Eviolite gone at least. That's going to help a lot, for sure. Yeah, Rillaboom goes down, which is obviously very, very subpar. But I was really hoping he'd have Corviknight in the back, though. But that's totally fine. Like, here, Lapras is just gaining health back from the Grassy Surge. Like, we're not... Oh, we paralyzed. Okay, paralyzing the thing, the Incineroar there is really big, right? That's the end of Rain, though. Which is actually not the end of the... Actually, yeah, that's not bad at all, because the... Well, it doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, the other Shifu really fucks our last two Pokemon up really bad. Because it's the water type one. I'm just so not used to seeing the water type one. Okay, this is gonna come down to the wire. I have been playing very poorly today. I'm going to make no effort to say otherwise. This has not been optimal gameplay on my part. I'm just going to Hydro Pump because it's paralyzed. I could Protect, but I don't see that really mattering. I'm just going to Meteor Beam. The reason I'm Meteor Beaming is he could swap out the Incineroar, right? But Meteor Beam boosts your special attack. So that's really what I'm going for here. I want this to be just like, we need to hit this Porygon hard. Even if without the Eviolite, Porygon 2 is still a defensive monster. So, honestly, Power Herd, Meteor Beam, something might be a really good set. Oh, he still has Fake Out. Could have protected Coalossal. That's fine, though. Subpar, again, play on my part. Very subpar, but whatever. Kind of want to miss. No, I don't. I definitely don't want to miss. Fuck. Yeah, no, we've lost. We've lost. That's game over. Oh, he didn't die. Him not dying is actually really good for us. Although Lapras took way too much damage from him. No, I'm playing. Yeah, I played this way too poorly. I played this much too poorly. I don't really know how to come back from this position at all. I don't think maybe ignoring the Porygon 2 was a mistake. In fact, definitely ignoring the Porygon 2 was a mistake. Got to keep trying to do this, I guess, like by some miracle. The problem is I didn't think Porygon 2 would outspeed our Lapras, and it does. And yeah, Lapras lives though. The problem is that, like, we're taking out the Incineroar this turn, But then the water type Urshifu just comes in and cleans up and kills our Coalossal before we can even kill the Porygon 2. So it doesn't matter. It actually does not matter. Very unfortunate. I played that very poorly. I played this last one. I played all of them relatively poorly, honestly. I'm just, once again, getting back into the mentality of VGC. But this last one in particular, we played exceedingly poorly. Bringing Coalossal was a huge mistake. If we had the Dragapult to keep healing up the Lapras, we would have won. So, you know, nothing we can do. That's game over. Absolutely fuck all we can do. He's just going to take out each of our Pokemon. Maybe he makes a mistake. Who knows, right? So I guess I will just... Why did I Hydro Pump? Whatever, it doesn't matter, because he's just going to Surging Strikes. Yep, I'm pissed. That's a cool animation, at least, I guess. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself. I'm pissed at myself for playing that very poorly. Because, unfortunately, Steam Engine kicks in, but it doesn't matter, right? It just straight up does not matter, because, oh yeah, great, we're faster now, but... Oh, honestly, the turn we lost at is when I didn't notice that stupid-ass fucking Urshifu was a water type. If we Thunderbolted that Urshifu, we would have won this game. That's entirely my bad. So lesson here, I guess, is pay attention to which Urshifu you're battling. And Urshifu's not getting banned, is it? I hate that so much. I'm pretty sure Urshifu's not getting banned. I really despise that. I'm very upset about that game. Should not have lost that game. Definitely should not have lost that game. That was just, I played poorly. It happens, you know, shit happens. Oh well, so that's what I'm kind of thinking of a million things at once as well. But anyways, this is what the situation is right now. We didn't make it to Ultra Ball tier how I was hoping. So next month, we went 2-1. It's not terrible. I played very poorly all of the games, and we still nearly won even the last game. All I had to do was go for Thunderbolt. All I had to do was when I went for Hydro Pump on Urshifu, I just had to go for Thunderbolt. Would have won on the spot. Would have won on the fucking spot. That really upsets me. But again, misplays happen to the best of us. So, the next battle you'll see will be this exact same team, except Lapras will be, not Lapras, Dragapult will be swapped out for a Weavile, and I've got to still find a good replacement for Rillaboom. But on that note, guys, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join us for the next one.